10 Mindset Principles Trump Used to Win the Presidency. Love him or hate him, Donald Trump is about to be sworn in as America's 45th president. His win was no surprise to me, as I predicted it well before the first GOP primary debate. Pundits saw ceilings of support and I saw a groundswell of support. Trump won because of his mindset. You can use these same mindset principles in your own life. Use these 10 mindset principles to win at life. 1. Think big. It requires more energy to think small than to think big. You read that correctly, and it's not a typo. When you imagine an ordinary life, you feel no excitement. You feel flat. No one is inspired to mediocrity. A basic boring bro life is the default. Your thoughts generate your energy and your energy moves you forward. When you imagine massive success, your entire body becomes bought in. You feel hyped. When you feel motivated, you're more likely to take action. Throughout the day and especially at night before bedtime, you're going to be thinking. Unless you're watching television before nodding off, which would be sad. You can think ordinary thoughts, or you can imagine greatness. Choose bigly. 2. Imagine reality using visualization. Thinking big does not mean you sit around daydreaming all day. The difference between daydreamers and visionaries is that visionaries take action each day to bring themselves one step closer to their vision. Visionaries also recognize that it may take years or even decades to realize your vision. Just as pro athletes imagine themselves making a win shot, you must imagine yourself performing at a high level in the game of life. 3. Treat failure as preparation for success. Failure is inevitable, quitting is optional. When you treat failure as a chance to grow mentally stronger, magic happens. You become stronger. As you grow stronger, you find yourself succeeding more and more often. Failure is preparation for success. Moreover, if you're not failing, then you're not pushing yourself hard enough. We all have limits. Find those limits, reach them, and then push through them. But first you must find out what those limits are. Test yourself. 4. Maintain your momentum. There is no there. You never reach a point in life when you are done. People are conspiring against you. The very nature of the universe is trending towards entropy. If you do nothing, you will decay, you will lose a step, you will start sliding. Maintain your momentum by challenging yourself often. 5. Keep your energy high with passion and enthusiasm. A couple in love doesn't need to find time to be together. They are drawn together as if by a force of nature, by the powerful forces of passion and enthusiasm. In life you must find activities that make you feel excited and hyped. Do not ask me what those activities are. Do not ask me what your life purpose is. Even asking those questions indicate you aren't pushing yourself hard enough and challenging yourself. You'll find enthusiasm for a career or other life vision once you find something you're good at. Enthusiasm and competency are self-reinforcing. The better you become at something, the more you want to do it. No one has to hype me up to write, podcast, film a periscope, or cover breaking news around the world. If anything, I have too much enthusiasm and should learn how to rest more. The same will be true for you. You'll find your purpose after you've sought it out. If you seek out answers jabbering on the internet, life will pass you by. Purpose is found through action. Mind Trip Magazine. 6. Focus on your mindset. I'm not going to pretend that everything we do in life for our health, our family, or our jobs is great. Life can be a grind. Yet when you're grind away in life, you can choose where your focus is directed. Do you focus on the grind, or do you focus on the growth that results from the grind? At the gym you can imagine yourself in pain during a set. Or you can remind yourself that the pain of training harder will pay off with better fitting clothes, more romantic options, and simply deeper feelings of well-being. 7. Keep pushing until you get what you want. Do not take no for an answer. Pushing and pushy are two different mindsets. A pushy person keeps trying to force himself on others. This is a rapist. A person who pushes for what he wants looks for ways to add value to a deal. He tries to woo his way to what he wants by finding out what the other person wants. Pushing for what you want means finding the win-win. 8. Think positive. Science has proven that people who dwell on negative thoughts, whether those be problems of the past or of the future, are more likely to suffer from physical problems. Negative thinking can in many cases cause chronic diseases. The truth is that your thoughts are a choice. Today in the world there is incalculable human and animal suffering. The sheer magnitude of what's happening would drive a mortal insane. The world is also full of joy, love, sunsets, oceans, mountains, poetry, and puppies. Some would say, but I can't ignore the problems of the world. It is negative people who use that line. They are angry inside, and rather than address their own mindset, they act as if they are negative because the world is broken. Ask yourself, who is going to change the world, an angry, toxic person, or an upbeat, positive, charismatic man or woman? 9. Stay informed to recognize opportunity. When is the last time you talked to an Uber driver, barista, or other complete stranger? My confidence in Trump's win remained unshaken because I talked to everyone. None of the Hillary voters expressed any enthusiasm for her. As any expert on mindset will tell you, without enthusiasm you won't have motivation. Without motivation, you physically will not take action. Somewhere between 5 and 10 million Americans who voted for Obama sat this election out due to the lack of enthusiasm. 10. Use affirmations. My own mantra is, become too big to ignore. 2016 proved that I lived my mantra. I'm on a flight to speak to over 1,000 people at the hottest party of the inauguration party, which I'm also co-hosting. How is this possible? Because I made the commitment to become too big to ignore. Trump's mantra, which he used during a major economic depression, was survive till 95, a reference to 1995, the year Trump anticipated the financial crisis would be over. Trump survived until 1995 and now he's 45.